Yeah, finally finished with everyone else's stuff and get a start on mine.
Might try and... There's all your bits. We've got a manifold, a turbo, sorry, an alternator.
Yeah, that's an alternator, all right? Tell your wives.
Alternator upgrade.
Yeah, alternator bracket down here. You need alternator brackets, guys.
Yep, alternator bracket.
Head gasket because it identifies as a Subaru and you need to frequently replace these.
God's gearbox in the background. What is that?
The mighty T5.
Yeah. And Barra engine. Where's your box of shit? Oh, over here. So it's not necessarily today's plan, but we've got...
There's heaps of stuff in here.
Gaskets, bearings.
Oh, 360 thrust, because that's what men use.
Yeah.
Head studs, nuts. Custom alloy welding dress-up kit. Yeah, the old VCT solenoids that break all the time. Did we use them? Nah. There. Yeah, what do we got here? We got some second-hand. Why? Because we are going to whack this thing together and send it to the moon.
JE pistons, what do we got? Rods.
Yeah, so we got scat rods. So it's a bit of a different build to what a lot of people do.
Yeah, not the old CP spool combo, but
yeah, scat.
ARP bolts. Not a billet crank.
So that's a stroker crank. Yeah, I stroked it. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about that one. My bad. My bad. Might be God's engine, but he could have made it a bit fucking lighter.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So what happened here? We've got...
So it's a funny story. This engine was actually assembled by somebody else. I don't know who. I bought the car with this engine in it and decided, I might give it a freshen up. I don't know the history. And I went to wind it over on the stand and it was crunchy. And I was like, oh, fucking there's a bit going on here. And when I pulled the head off it, I bore scoped it. I was like, that looks like rust. And when I pulled it down, yeah, it was rusty. So, don't know the story, but...
It's had a hone, hasn't it? Is that what...
Yeah. So I pulled it all down, sent it to the machine shop. It's been decked as much as he was happy with. I mean, there's still some imperfections, but nothing that a head gasket won't take up. He's honed it as much as he likes, so it's got 5 thou of ring clearance, so it's probably going to be a little bit rattly. But
it's all right.
I mean, it's a Barra. Who cares if it's rattly?
Yeah, they're all rattly.
Yeah. Once I put giant camshafts in it and the VCT phases start rattling and the timing chain's screaming at me to get me out, I won't hear it. So, yeah, so it's been chemically cleaned, honed, decked. I'm running a girdle and main studs. So, it's been...
Oh, yeah. Honed for that.
Yeah, it's been line bored to suit because when you put main studs in them, the clamping force closes the amount of bearing crush you have. So these are 3 thou. You go and put main studs in them and crank them down, you lose probably 1 thou that oil clearance. So you start running real tight clearances. So it's been line bored back to factory size once it's clamped down. It is a pretty budget build.
Yep.
And we're just sort of going to see where it takes us. Plan is to make 1,000, but...
Yeah, we'll do that with the alternator.
Who knows? I mean, I say it's a budget build, but it's got a pretty big head to go on it.
Oh, that's right. You had the head done.
Yeah. So it's all oversized valves, stainless. Pack valve spring, surprisingly, not crow. I went with his recommendation. He wanted to put pack in it.
What are we going to do today?
Really clean it.
Yep.
Just clean it. Make sure there's nothing left from machining.
Arguably more important than a lot of things, I guess.
I mean, my shed may look messy and, I'm a mechanic by trade, but I'm not a qualified engine builder. I'm just a bloke giving it a crack.
Yep.
Cam likes to come and help out, and it's really here for moral support, rubs my back and stuff.
Strokes your shaft.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not impossible to build. It's just being clean and measuring as much as possible.
Yeah.
In saying that, I say don't rattle it together, but fuck, I've seen some jank engine builds and they love it. They last forever.
Hey, this is how this thing's going together.
Yeah. Torque wrench. Right here. So that's calibrated. I just got it back from Milwaukee. That's an impact socket, guys. That's impact. All right.
Impact socket. That's what your torque ratings are. You just press the different button.
Yeah. So we've got main studs, rod bolts, cam caps.
And as long as the light's
Some,
on, you
yeah.
hold the trigger still.
Yeah. So, see? Yeah, we'll get set up and we'll be back with you.
Yep.
So next up is to get the block ready to be washed. So we remove all the nuts off the main studs, get the main studs ready to pull out. Pull all of the main studs out, so that makes it a bit easier to pull the main caps off. Luke's using a Torx bit on an Allen for some reason. I don't know. He tells me it's better or something. I don't know. I'll just take his word for it. And pull the last of the main studs out. Once we've got these main studs out, we can get the caps off. Main caps off. Get this thing ready to be pushed outside. Family. And give it a clean up. Just giving all the journals a bit of a wash. Get all the crap out of them. Make sure it's nice and clean. Very important task. Give all the surfaces a bit of a clean up. It's got some fancy wash mix, he reckons. Give the bores a bit of a birthday. And the deck, can't forget about the deck. Clean it all up. And dry it all. Give it a nice blowout. All the holes. Get all the moisture off it. Oh yeah, nice. Oh, look at him go. Ripping in. Yep. Get all that. Oh, look at that. All that moisture coming out of those bore holes. All the galleries, coolant, oil, and the bores. Give the bores a nice clean. Get them nice and dry so we can lube them up. Squirt a bit of that in there. Look at him go. Oil up a rag. Yeah, get nice and deep in the bores. Give all the bores a nice coating. Stop them from rusting. Flip him over and then give it one last squirt. Bit of WD. Yeah, let's go. So pretty well the block's ready to be somewhat stored without rust happening again. And we put the main bearings in. So it's the 360-degree thrust bearing. Ready to go in. Yeah, look at it. Schmicko. Then squirt her up with a bit of lube. Bit of assembly lube. Yeah, look at that. Be generous. Don't be pogo. They're cheap tubes. Get it all in there. Yeah, smear it. Smear it, Luke. Yeah, that's it. Smear it all over it. Get it all over your fingers. Yum.
Have you sort of go on that rear main surf? Two. So we'll give that crank surface a bit of a wipe off.
Yep.
Plastic gauge. So yeah, you want to get a big piece about as wide as what your journal is. Put it on our journal like that. We'll get a main cap and a bearing. Some main studs.
I found a couple of main studs.
Ho-ho. Always put these in after because there's a chance you're banging the crank into them. And give our bearings a clean. You don't know what's on them for shipping. Nothing like that. Yeah, for dum-dums like me, arrow.
Points right at your cock. Your fly's undone too.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. That's because of what we were doing before. We went to LS meeting. Conditions of entry was had to have your fly undone so all the boys could have a look at it.
What are you looking for?
Torque wrench.
Right here.
Yeah, calibrated torque wrench. So we have 3 equal steps. And pull them down square, guys. Righto, now back them off. Now, biggest thing's getting these off without,
Moving the...
yeah, trying to disturb the plastic gauge and getting a false reading. So as you can see, it squishes out that well. So then you come back over here. And this will give you all your different measurements. So we're right about, we want this. We're a bit under 0.25, which is about what we want. Between 2 and 3 thou they want on the old barras. So it's a thou for every inch of journal diameter.
Yeah.
So then you want to clean that yuckness off. And now, this is where the debate comes in. Do you trust your machinist? Or do you measure every single and measure in as much as possible? I know who machined this, and I know how many he's done, and I'm not going to measure every single one.
Like your style.
You know who machined it, you trust him.
Yep.
And we'll mosey on.